Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penja and welcome back to Academia School Simulator, where of course we are back at Cupboard College, and last time out we started work on our brand new school building over here, and this is very much uncharted territory for us in Academia, because in our previous two runs of this game, our schools were gigantic big buildings with all corridors and rooms and everything all connected, and everything was under one roof in one gigantic structure. But this time round we're trying to mix things up a bit and have all different buildings. Then we can have some of the outside stuff, because we've not really done too much outside stuff in our previous two runs, so I want to see what we can do with the outside to make it look appealing and lovely for the students and all that kind of stuff. So this is our first step toward that. So yeah, look, this building is not connected to the main building at all, and it's very lovely over here. It's got stone walls, so this has got brick walls, this has got stone walls, so it's already a little bit different. And in here obviously is the library that we have, so it's our only library so far. We did spend a little bit of time trying to get this as kind of effective as it could be, because I wanted to have lots of bookshelves, because, you know, it's a library and that's the whole point of a library, to have many books on many shelves. But because of the amount of tables and students and this thing here, the sort of teacher desk required, we can only get in 4 bookshelves, which does seem a little bit paltry, really. So I have a bit of a plan. We're going to rejig some of this over here because yeah, I want to get the library looking a little bit bigger and a little bit busier. I want more books in the library, because that's just not enough. That's not good enough. That's not a big enough selection of books for our students. So we're going to redo this a little bit. We're just going to have a little sort of rework of this section over here. Also, last time we put the running track in, so we got the running track in, which is very exciting. We've seen that being used quite a few times. And then we put these extra bits in the cafeteria, some extra tables. We finished the floor, we finished the flooring in the corridor, and we put in the staff lounge as well. We do still have a little bit to do over here. There's a little bit of an area over here, like a little sort of nature reserve at the minute. So maybe this can be used as a sort of, nature class or something. I don't know. Go and look at the bushes and the tree. I'm not entirely sure. But we need to do something with this. A few people have said turn it into a common area down here, so we could put a common area in. However, we might turn it into an office. I'm not entirely sure yet, because we are researching counselling at the moment, so we're going to need to put a counsellor in. But at some point as well, we are going to get ourselves a vice principal, and it would make sense that the vice principal is down near the principal's office, I would have thought, so they can talk about principaling and whatever else they talk about. So it would make sense that they were kind of all down here. So I don't know what we do with this bit here. I kind of get the feeling we might end up turning it into an office, but that's absolutely fine. So yeah, that kind of sums up what we did last time, but all that is nothing compared to the exciting news that this version of Academia is a little bit different to the one that we saw last time out, because this is the brand new Alpha 4 version of Academia that they have been working on for quite some time. I think it's been a year in the works for the actual full sort of Alpha 4 version of the game to come out. And yeah, this is it. So this is what we're looking at now. So there's all the sort of things you'd expect to find. There's bug fixes and kind of, efficiency tweaks and all that kind of stuff. There are a few fairly big changes though. Number one is that if we zoom out, these splodges here, they're clouds. They've put clouds into the game. Now that's not required. We don't need to put clouds into the game, but there are, and if we move time on at the normal speed, the clouds just drift. They just drift nice and slowly and calmly across the school, and it just looks pretty, and I like that. But then if you zoom in, the more you zoom in, the clouds just fade away. They just fade away to nothingness. And when you're actually sort of at school level, you can't see the clouds at all. And then you zoom back out and there they are again. So yeah, there's clouds. They don't do anything at all in the game. I just think they look very, very pretty. Another thing they've put in, we're going to have to go down to here, to our department. They've added in teacher traits. Now, this is very intriguing indeed. So I had a little look at this before I started recording. None of our teachers have any traits. And some of the teachers do not have traits. They're just ordinary teachers. And I guess because our ones were sort of around before the update, they haven't got any traits. So yeah, all our ones just say here, traits, ordinary. They've got nothing special about them. So nothing good or nothing bad. But if we look up here, we can see that some of the teachers have got little kind of things in the corners. And these are the traits. So this person here, this is Louis Spack, possibly. I don't know how you quite pronounce that. But they are mellow. So they give a small increase in energy during a class because they're quite chilled out. They're quite relaxed. The kids, therefore, get a little bit of an energy boost so they're not being worked quite so hard. And that's quite nice. However, Annika Ahens there, she's very strict. that is a very angry red face. So she has a big increase in discipline during the class. So, that might be a good or a bad thing, I suppose. That person there is mellow. This is an angry sort of orange face. They're demanding. So they give a small decrease in energy. So you increase the energy, you decrease the energy. Okay, so you're kind of opposites in your ways. So you're quite demanding, Travis Mustaro. Good name. Then we've got two sort of faces here. You're boring. So Arthur Musk and Lynette Muscat are both boring teachers. So they give a small decrease in fun during the class. Now, yes, of course, one of the complaints students have is that school needs to be more fun. So, yeah, these are going to make it less fun. They're going to make it less fun. That's not good, is it? So I assume that there are teachers out there that have an opposite to this and that they're fun or crazy or whatever, zany, wacky funsters who then will they'll add fun in the class, I assume. But yes, we can't see one of those right now. But that is something we're going to have to bear in mind when we start looking at getting more teachers in. At some point we are going to require more teachers as the school grows. So yeah, we're going to try and avoid the really bad traits. Generally the ones with angry faces are probably ones to avoid. So and yeah, boring as well. We don't want boring teachers. That's not good, is it? So yeah, that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to look at. And another big thing as well, if we pause time for a second, is that they've done something with the zones, and I quite like this. So if we can go to the zone, we can go to the zone edit. Let's click on the running track. So you can see down here, the running track costs us 12 monies a day in electricity, because it's got 2 water fountains, 26 in water, again, because the water fountains, that's what it requires to function, so that's okay. But up here, you can give it a name. You can give this a name. So you can name all of the different zones, which is very exciting. So just here, the running track, we could call this the Penge Oval. There you go, and you can go to the Penge Oval, because is it oval? Sort of oval-ish. So yeah, they call that Penge Oval, confirm that, and that is now the Penge Oval running track. And that's it, and you can name the fields. If you want to, you can, for some reason, you could name the toilets, name the clinics and the lounges and the cafeterias and all that kind of stuff. And I quite like that. I like the fact that this is here. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. Again, it's a bit like the clouds. It doesn't do anything, but it allows you to sort of personalise your school a little bit, which I like that. And also, yeah, I do like that you can click in here and just see what's going on here. So you've got now daily usage. So you can see that 78 students use the cafeteria. That's quite handy. In the toilets, we can see daily usage, 341 trips to the toilet. In one day, there's only 96 students. Good grief. Okay, wow, that's quite a lot. And we can see we pay a lot for that toilet in water. $333 a day we pay. Just that one relatively small toilet just there. So yeah, I quite like this. This is a very handy little handy tool to see how useful things are and how much things cost. And then, of course, you can assign names to things. So, yeah, I imagine as we go through, we will be assigning silly names to things because I just think that's a lot of fun. I do like that idea. So there we go. They're the kind of the main things that came from the update. I imagine we'll see other little bits and bobs as we go through. Like, oh, that's different or whatever. But yeah, they're the main things. So, yes, over here, this is what we're going to look at first, because this has not gone entirely according to plan. Now, some very astute people did point out that this plan here just isn't going to work. So this was going to be a corridor, and these were going to be classrooms, and that was going to be another library. And then some people very, very correctly pointed out that this classroom here is not connected to the corridor. So how are the kids going to get in? Are they going to have to walk around the outside? Yeah, that's a very good point. I didn't think about that. I didn't see that. So this is all going to be changed around. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one great big room, which is going to be a huge library, and we're going to split it up into different library zones. Rather than having a library here and another one here and another one here and another one here, all with their individual walls and all that kind of stuff and doors, we will just have a big library going, say, maybe filling up this space and a bit more, and then we'll just stick loads of zones in it. We'll just stick loads of library zones in, and it shall be lovely. I think that's the best thing that we can do. So yeah, we won't get all the zones in straight away because we can't afford to do all that, but we can at least put another couple in. And I think that would look very, very good. So yeah, we're going to work on this now. So blueprint tool, the lovely blueprint tool. Let's get rid of this. Let's just annihilate that. Hang on. Don't annihilate that in its entirety. How big were these? Hang on, because these were good classrooms. So 9 by 6, is it? 9 by 6. Let me write that down because I will forget. So 9 by 6 for the classrooms. Okay. So yeah, now we can erase that from the blueprint tool. So away with you there. So yeah, we want to get this all sort of this huge structure here, but we do want to get ourselves some toilets, I think. Maybe get some toilets at the top end of the library. So if you're over in the library, over here, then there are some toilets available to you. Because otherwise, if there's no toilets over here, you have to walk all the way over there, and that's going to take you a lot of time and stuff like that. So let's try and get this sorted with zoning as well. We want to make sure that we've got some good zones. So how can we blueprint this and make sure that we've got big zones in the library and everything's going to fit in? So let's have a look. So if we do a floor outline, so that's one zone. It's a bit cramped and it hasn't got a lot of bookshelves in. So could we make it, say, that big? In fact, can we make it even bigger? The thing is, we can't really see that. Hang on. We can't really see that. Can we put objects in instead? Does that become a bit clearer? Yeah, that's a little bit clearer. So if we did that, so there we go. Right, that's one library zone. And then we did that again. So over to there. How big is that? How about, hang on. Ruler tool, come and help me. That's 9. Okay, so how big is that? That's 8. Okay, so if we did that, and then did that, so that's the same size as that, so that's another library zone. And then we said, so we can do away with this corridor. This corridor can clear off. We don't need this corridor anymore. It can just be, sort of taken into the main bit of the library. So we go like that, and we say, okay, about that high. Oh yeah, how high is that there? I've got the full dimensions. 11 and 11. Okay, more luck than judgment, but there we go. So then another one just there. So that would be 4 library zones in one huge big library, which I like the idea of that more. I like the idea of that. And we could put some toilets down here, just on a bit that sticks out. That's fine. We could just have a loo, just a toilet down here, and then maybe a smaller one up here, possibly. Do we need 2 lots of toilets? I'm not entirely sure. So we get a wall outline. So we say, yeah, okay, wall coming down here, wall along there, wall there. I kind of feel like we need the same thing again. I feel like we need the same, or just some more. So what is it? 9 by 11, wasn't it? Okay, so we'll do that again. So let's say we then get that. Oh, that doesn't put the size on it. That's unfortunate. Okay, is that 11? That might be slightly too high. How big is that? That's 12. Boo. I thought I got it right. Okay, so clear that. So that whole building there could hold 6 library zones in one gigantic room, which I think would look better. I just think it would look nicer. And you can have bookshelves down here and bookshelves down here. And then you can have little walkways in between them like a real library and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll go like this. We'll get all that in. Oh, no, hang on. No. Like that. There we go. That bit's not quite gone to plan. There we go. Lop that off. No one saw. And then we'll have a door, on the side somewhere. Door up here. Door over here. Many doors. We can have many doors to the library and it'll all be fine. So that's what I think we want to do. I want to get that in as a gigantic library area. And then maybe, up here we'll put some toilets or whatever. And then we'll have some classrooms going up this way. That's going to be the plan. So now let's see if we can get the classrooms in as well. Now, there's no way we're going to get this whole structure in because we don't earn that much money. It's going to cost loads of money to put flooring in there alone. But let's see if we can just get this planned out. So, right, go back to the wall. In fact, go back to the ruler to start with. So they were 9 by 6. So that is how big we would want a classroom to be. So we'd need a wall just there, which is not convenient for this bit of the library, but never mind. So we'll get our thing in there. So that's going to be 6. So yeah, so right, that could be a classroom sitting just there. That looks okay. Now, how big is this side? That's not, yeah, we could stick 2 classrooms on the end there, but then there's not like a corridor in the middle or anything to connect them. So hang on. Switch things around a bit. Go the other way. Let's do this. So, right, go to wall outline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. And then up like that. So that could be a classroom. That is, just go and check it. That is 6 by 8. Hang on. Revision. Right, there we go. Take that out and put that across there. And now, just to prove it, it's 6 by 9. Hooray! I know what I'm doing. And then we'll do the same again there. So up to there. Nope, wall outline. Up to there. And then across a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a bit like that. So yeah, that could be 2 classrooms. Now we could make those classrooms a tiny bit bigger. We could bring the walls to there, and then have a bit of a corridor in the middle, which I think that's a bit better, because we're not going to use that space for anything else. So that could be 2 classrooms. Then we need to do the same of that again. So another going up here. So that's 9. So that has to go like that. Okie, and then another one here. So across like that. And then we could put, say, a toilet block on this side or something like that. So have some toilets, say, up here like that. And then we could then have a little sort of toilet area down here as well. Because, yeah, if you're just here, you need the loo. If you're reading a book just here, you're going to have to go all the way up there or all the way over there. And it's likely you're going to go, do you know what? There's a nice tree outside. I'll just go there. So yeah, we'll try and fit, say, a little toilet block sort of type thing in just here as well. It won't be very big, won't be huge, but it will be sufficient. So there we go. That's the master plan. Get this entire thing constructed. I mean, that's going to be very expensive. It's going to be very expensive, and it's going to take a heck of a long time to do, because we don't have the funds for that right now. But yeah, that's going to be the plan in the long run. That's going to be the plan in the long run, because I'd like to see that in. Yeah, it does take up a lot of room. But I want the library to be impressive, because I like it. I'd like the idea of it having loads of books. just loads and loads of books crammed into the library, I think sounds like a good idea. So yeah, there we go. So that's what we'll do for that. Now we want to get counselling done. So let's get this in. And I think let's turn... Do we want the vice principal there or there? Let's have this as a counsellor room. Let's get this set up as an office for a counsellor to come in. And then the vice principal, when we get one, can go into this office here next to the principal, so they can indeed do principaling together. So yeah, we'll get this in here. So we are going to need ourselves a tiny bit of the brick wall, and then we're going to want to get a door, that's absolutely no use. We want it to be like that. And then funds are running a bit low. Okay, we might have to wait until the morning to get the flooring and that sorted. But we can zone it out. That's okay. So admin, we'll have an office just tucked away in that corner just there. And then can we get the objects in here? Can we actually get them in? What time is it? Yeah, we're going to wait a little while. So can we get an admin table? No, we can't. They're horribly expensive. Good grief. We might be able to get a fax and a filing cabinet, but not the table. Okay, wow. That is costly. It's a very expensive table. I suppose it's got a computer on it and a couple of chairs and stuff. Okay, so let's put in the fax machine there, like that. Fax machine, good grief. Ask your parents, kids. And then the filing cabinet there. So there we go. So the fax and the filing cabinet are in, and then we'll just have to wait. We will have to wait for the next day, because yeah, we can't afford to do too much else right now. But yeah, is this going to work? Now I'm just sort of looking at this thinking, hang on a minute. Hang on, is it too big? I don't think those zones are too big. I think there'll be nice, spacious libraries. Because the minute all the kids are crammed together, and I think if they're just a bit bigger, it'll just make it look a nicer sort of place to go and sit and learn and what have you. So yeah, I think that's fine. They look big now because they're just big open spaces. But I think by the time we actually get them constructed and then we put in, students being set straight by detention. Oh, this is glorious news. I don't know who. Hang on a minute. Pause. You, Raimundo Chanovsky. Going home. You're going home a changed child. Well done. You're imaginative and you're an alien. Wow. We welcome all types at Cupboard College. That's good. So yeah, these spaces here are big and empty. But yeah, by the time we've got bookshelves in and tables and all these other bits and bobs, we can put some little plants in as well. They'll look pretty full. And I think that will look great. I think that will look like a very good building indeed. Okay, right. The research is done, which has led on to lots of other research as it does. So let's wait for the next day to roll round so we can actually get this room sorted down here. Okay, so it's day 7. It's just gone 7 in the morning, which means we get paid. I think there's been a bit of an extra food delivery come in because, yeah, we don't have as much money today as we did yesterday. But yeah, by the look of it, I think the fridges are empty. So they've probably ordered 2 lots of food rather than 1. And food is a little bit more expensive because of our principal guy. He likes the fancy pants organic stuff. But there we go. Right, so let's get this room in here. Let's get all this sorted. So build, let us get some flooring. What kind of flooring would you have in a counsellor's office? I mean, I don't really know. How about red? No, red's a bit danger. Teal. Teal's quite calming. I don't know where else we've got teal flooring, but there we go. We'll have some teal flooring in there. And then objects, right, now we can get the table in. Lovely. We'll put that just there. For some reason, we can't put it there. Oh, because there's a massive tree. Oh, hang on. Oh, now I've just undone the bit of flooring. No, I don't want to undo the bit of flooring. No, I want to get rid of the tree, if anything. Can we get rid of the tree? Maybe when they put the carpet in, they'll get rid of the tree. Maybe we have to wait for the tree to go in first. Right, hang on, builders. Come and do flooring and remove this tree, please. Yeah, they are getting rid of the bushes, which does give us some money, which is quite nice. You seem to have left the tree behind, folks. Hang on, you've left the tree. Sell the tree for 100 money. That is great. I don't know what we do. I like that they take the tree down with a hammer and a screwdriver. That is exactly the right way to take down a tree. Of course it is. And then, yeah, objects, admin table, that there. And can we go into all? Because this room, there are extra little bits and bobs in here. So I think we need extra things in. So we'll put a clock on the wall. Let's put a clock just there. I quite like that so people can see the clock going. And yeah, where's a motivational poster? We want a few of those in here. I would have thought they would be kind of key requirements in here. So let's have one behind, a couple behind behind the sort of desk there. So when they're doing their counting, they can see the inspiring posters. And then we'll have one on the way out as well, just as you leave. Oh, and we will have a pet bowl as well. We'll put Wafflesby in the corner just there. There we go, Wafflesby. A little plant, that might be quite nice. Just makes it look a bit nicer. And isn't there a thing on the wall with your qualifications? Is that not in here somewhere? Like a fancy... Oh, college degree. There we go. Look, just showing off. There you go. I've got a degree. Look at me. You need one of those as well. In fact, every office needs one of those. We'll just put those on the walls as well. Somebody else did say windows. In the comments, they said, you've not got many windows. Can you please put some windows in? Because now we've got, outdoors bits to face. So, yeah, good idea, actually. We'll have some big windows put in. So how about... We have a big window. I mean, yeah, a big window overlooking the delivery area is not quite as nice, but we don't put too many in because they're relatively expensive. But I think these classrooms might benefit from a window. So let's, hang on a minute. Which way around do they go? There. So do we put a window behind the teacher desks? There and there. That's quite nice. The common area can have a window. That might be nice. We'll have smaller windows for the kitchen, so they can open it and let the steam out or whatever. And then a big window up here as well in the cafeteria bit. And that'll do for now because I think we could lose all our money on windows, which is a little bit silly because we still need to hire a counsellor. So there we go. They're in. They've put all the fancy things on the walls. Right. Oh, random event. Absolutely. The parents of one of your students have accused a teacher of inappropriate behaviour. Oh dear. Oh, this could be somewhat terrible, couldn't it? This is just a rumour and it will all blow over soon. 80% chance. There's an 80% chance we could lose 200 reputation. Oh my goodness me. And a student leaves 1,000 monies to do this one. Oh, that's going to stop us doing anything else the rest of the day. Suspend the teacher and create a tribunal to investigate the allegations. There's a 50% chance that we fire a teacher, or £2,000 if we had a lawyer, have the lawyer settle with the family and move the student to a different school. So we'd pay £2,000, a student would leave, but this whole potentially sordid situation would just go away. Oh dearie me. Oh no. That's too high. That's too high a chance that we lose a massive amount of reputation. That's huge. That's so much prestige that we'd lose. So we're going to have to go for this. A 50-50 chance of one of our teachers being fired. So it's cost us £1,000, so here we go. Are we losing somebody? The teacher was found innocent and will continue to teach in the school. Oh, hooray. So there we go. Right. Nothing really happened apart from we're just now £1,000 down, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Now that only means though, however, can we get the counsellor in? No, because the counsellor costs £4,000 to get in. So now we can't do anything for the rest of the day because we need to build an office assigned to a counsellor and then hire a counsellor. So, yeah, we can't do this right now, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. There we go. That's very unfortunate, isn't it? We do get £5,000 from this, though. We do get £5,000 from that. So really, we can't do anything for the rest of the day. We're just going to have to sit and wait for day 8 of year 2 to roll round so we can actually get some money in. And then get the counsellor. The counsellor then comes in. They sit in the office, which is lovely. And then we will get £5,000. So we'll get quite a nice payoff. the councillor is paid for by that sort of lovely sort of completion bonus. But yeah, we can't get there right now. So I shall sit back. I shall have some tea. I shall see if any children are running around the fantastically named Penge Oval running track, and then wait for the next day to come round. One thing we do need to do, actually, when we get a great big pile of money at some point, I mean, it might be a little while until that happens, but we do need to get the fencing built, because the kids do just kind of walk all the way across the mud to go in through the door here, probably into the common area, I would guess. But yeah, if there was a fence, obviously they'd have to walk along here and go in through the main doors, which would make a bit more sense, because yeah, that's a little bit irritating. I suppose we could put a gate here and have them come into the school this way as well, because they might have their lessons over here, possibly. I don't know. Is that worth thinking about? Because that doesn't have to be the only entrance to the school. I think you can have more than one entrance. Oh, the vending machine, repair the vending machine. See, I think we could have another entrance. We could put something over here. We could have an entrance to the school over here. So have a fence, obviously going all the way across, but then have an entrance. You come in here as well, and maybe head into the library. So maybe we change this round and have a little sort of entrance hallway in here, and then have a toilet here. And we could have a little mini common area over here. That might be quite good. Have a little tiny common area over this side as well, just so some of the students can go and have a little sit down, and then put another common area up here possibly. Because yeah, there's going to be a lot of students over here, and they're not going to have anywhere to sit. They're all going to sort of flood over here. So maybe another common area over here might not be a bad idea. Maybe we can make it a weird shape as well. Just have it bending round the corner or something slightly weird. Okay, right, that's interesting. Okay, right, however, day 7 is about to end. Let's go on to day 8. And we've been paid the money, so $5,482 we have. So, councillor, come into here, councillor, and we shall get you in. And I think this should pay our grant pretty much immediately. There we go. So it's all sorted, and now we have a councillor. Oh, and it puts their name on it. So it's not just a councillor's office, it's Hector. Oh, crikey. Hector Rachetsky, maybe, possibly. Apologies, that is probably entirely wrong. But there you go, Hector. We just call it Hector. Hector's councillor's office. Okay. Oh, that's very good. Hang on, what are you called? What's our accountant called? Sir Salty Simon. I didn't know that. Sir Salty Simon. We've got a sir. My goodness, we only pay him $277 a day. And he's a knight? Good grief, we've got a bargain there. Well done, Mr. Accountant Face. I mean, I don't know what you do precisely. I don't even know what you do. Do we need an accountant, really? Surely the accountant is only for use but for loans and stuff. Oh, I don't know. Whatever the case, we've got an accountant. Sir Salty Simon is looking after the books and all that kind of stuff. I like that. Sir Salty Simon, that's very good. Okay, so now I've got a councillor. So now we need to go into here, into reports, and go on to delinquency, because now we can say which one of these we want to be dealt with by a councillor. Yeah, maybe all of them, maybe only a few of them. So I think rowdy students can be dealt with by detention. Bullies, let's get them down into counselling, please. Can we do that? Hang on, how does this work again? Hang on. Free. Delinquents have not yet been caught. We want them to go to counselling. How do we tell them to do this? I'm not entirely sure. Truants, we can't move them about. And smokers, we could move them about into counselling. So if you're a smoker, you go down to counselling. They tell you it's a terrible habit, it's expensive, and it makes your breath smell, all that kind of stuff. So there you go. So counselling for you. But yeah, the bully is free. They've not been caught yet. Okay, so that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. And look, there you go. We pay them a heck of a lot of money. 444 monies a day, but they're probably worth it in the long run to sort out the kids. And no session currently underway. Okay, right, there we go. So we've got a counsellor in. That's lovely. Right, which one of these do we want to do next? Delinquent counselling? Assign at least one student to counselling. Oh, lovely. We've done that one already. Hooray! That just gets us some prestige. That's nice. And a random event, yes. Nationwide competition to find the best science teacher. Okay, we'll enter a good science teacher. We've not had much luck with these so far. So let's see if we can win a trophy with a little sort of, a beaker with some, volatile chemicals in. Let's have a little go. And we won. We won the award, and half the prize money goes to the school. Hooray, we got 3,000 monies. Oh, that's lovely. 8,482 monies. And we've not even taken out a loan. That is brilliant. Okay, right. What can we do from these then? Discovering history is building the AV room. Yeah, this is a new thing. this got added in one of the previous updates, not the Alpha 4 version that we're on now, but a previous one. But there is an AV room, and I would like to get one of those in. I mean, maybe could one of those go in somewhere over here? I kind of feel like they would be near a library of some description. I don't know. We'll have to have a look at that. Maybe we adjust the fence down here and have this as a bit of a bigger room. Have a slightly bigger area down here. So a bigger toilet area. And then maybe we put an AV room down here. Because that would go well next to a sort of a library. Because you're still, sort of learning and resources and stuff like that. So that could be interesting. Lawyers, not bothered. Principal support, not first. Staff toilets. Could go up here. It does cost us money though to have the toilets in, but that's probably a good thing to do. £4,000 advance, £2,500 completion. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have staff toilets. So we need to research staff only facilities, which is somewhere in here. There it is, £3,000. Crikey. So the money we got from winning that thing is enough to pay off that thing. Okay, fine. There we go. So I don't think it's going to take that long. 6 hours. Oh no, it will take that long. Crikey. Okay, that's quite slow. But then over here, we can then get some staff toilets in. So I think we put them over this side. So right, let's go to get the red brick wall. And we'll just build it so it's across like that. They don't have to be glamorous. They don't have to be very exciting. They just need to be some staff toilets. So we'll get a door. Good old door going in. Yeah, on this side, I think. Just there. And then when they've actually built that, which the builders have completely ignored. Oh, no, they've got... Oh, I thought they would have done the door first to then make a way outside. But no, that's fine. So then we can get the flooring in, which is going to be tiles, of course. So drop that in. And then we can put the stuff in here. We can actually get this stuff set up. So we can put in, the cubicles and what have you. I mean, we don't need loads at the minute. We don't need loads because we've only got 6 teachers. So this could be, it's a bit of a big room. It's fine. It's fine. Let's put, I don't know, 3 toilets there and a sink there. I mean, it's a little bit lost, isn't it? It's a little bit of a lost thing. Do we just shrink that down? Do we make that smaller and have, what else would we use the space for? What else would we use that space for? I don't know. But that just looks a bit weird. It just looks a bit silly. I think that's a bit too big. I suppose at some point we are going to have more teachers. So we'll leave it like that. It's fine. We'll leave it like that. So now all we need to do is get that researched. Then we can zone that out as a staff only toilet. And then that will give us whatever it gives us. £2,500, 15 prestige. And that's good. We want to get prestige things in really because it is coming up to the end of the year. So we want to get that done really. Right, what's this? That is swimming pool. Okay, that's going to be relatively expensive. And then accept troublesome people. Yeah, do we want to do that? I don't know if we want to do that in our 3rd year as it's going to be. I think they might have to wait a little while until we've got a slightly better sort of network set up. But yeah, there we go. Oh, look. Somebody is down there talking to the councillor and they've gone away. Okay, right, hang on. Did you just get... Oh, I want to see what's going on there. He's doing his paperwork. That's very good. And his really old computer there, surrounded by his motivational posters. Okay, that's good. While we wait, let's have a look and see if we can sort of rejig this bit here. Because, yeah, this now, I kind of feel like we don't have to have that fence going straight along there. So let's get ourselves... this can be the fence line now. So we'll erase that. Get rid of that. Away with you. This can be... the fence. So the fence could come along to there and then it could come down here. It could even go right on the edge of the road. Why not? There's no need to have anything else there. Or do we want to put some nice plants across there just to make it look a little bit lovely? Let's do that. So we'll have it like that. And then that can then be erased like so. And then we could have wall outline. So we could have a door, say, coming into here. So that the doors have to be 4, don't they? Yeah, so it's 4 wide. So that will be a door going into there, going into there. So it would look a little bit like that. So another door coming in, then that could then be open. So go straight in. Yay, you go into here. Then we can have a toilet here and then an AV room here. So if we did that, wall outline down to there, like so and like so. Right, which of those rooms is bigger? That room is bigger. So that could be a toilet. That could be the AV room. I like that idea. Or do we have that as a common area? Toilet and a common area. And then up here, toilet and a common area. Maybe we do that instead. more common areas, more places for the kids to sort of, relax and have fun, which is one of the things they're going to want to do. Maybe we do that. Staff only facilities is done. Let's go to toilet and say it's a staff toilet just here, and boom. Yay, there we go. So now we get the staff cafeteria grant, which we could put the staff cafeteria sort of over here maybe, or put it up here possibly. I kind of think it needs to be connected to the kitchen. I kind of feel like it should be connected to the kitchen. Maybe we put the staff cafeteria over here as just a little bit that just sticks out across here. That's quite a good idea. Hang on, can we do that? We've got £8,000. £8,000. £5,000 advance for a staff cafeteria. Good grief. We get 10 grand off that and 15 prestige. Yes, please. We'll definitely have that. That's nice, easy money. So yeah, so we'll have this. So they can't open the windows anymore in the kitchen. That's fine. They'll have extractor fans. It's all good. So if we just put a staff cafeteria, say, there, build that down to there. Is that going to be big enough? That might not be big enough. Do you know what? Right, hang on. Stop that. Pause time for a sec. Get rid of that. Don't do that. Don't do those bits. Have it going up like that. Just have a big bit on the side. And that might... Is that as big? That's quite big. That's quite big for a staff cafeteria. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be quite that big. Let's bring it down to, say, there. Get rid of those bits. So that could be the staff cafeteria. So they're going to need a little door going in from here. So that's fine. We can do that. So put a door into there. And maybe a door into there as well, so they can walk in from here, and a door from the outside. And then they can have their tables and whatever in there. Now, how big? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Cafeteria. There we go. It's cafeteria tables. Yeah, we could fit one up there, then one here, and then one sort of over that side. And then the food counters and things are going to be on this kind of side. So we need 2 food counters and 1 plate counter. Do we need that right now, actually? Do we need that right now? We need 1 of each, I would have thought. Because that caters for quite a lot of students. And there's only 2 food counters there to cater for 96 students. So to cater for 6 teachers, probably do 1 of those for now. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. That'll do. Right, so go to build, get some doors. Put a door there. And a door in the middle. I kind of want the door just there. I assume they then take the window out, I guess. A student has been set straight by counselling. Okay, who? Who was it? Who was it? Take me to who it was. Was it you? Brooks Wilde? Oh, well done, counsellor. Good job, Hector. Very good. I'm very impressed. And he's resting just in the middle of his room, just doing some stretches, just doing a bit of lunging there. Okay, right, let's get the builders on to get this bit sorted then. So there you go. Right, the window has gone. So yeah, we need to take these windows out as well. So sell that and sell that, please. Lovely, lovely. Get all the walls in. Then we'll have this. We'll have the same floor. We'll have the same floor. It seems a bit silly to have different flooring. So we'll have the pinwheel. So I'll have a bit there. Fill that in with flooring at great expense. And then that is staff only. And that is staff only. So there you go. You can't come in, kids. You're not allowed in because it's a fancy staff only cafeteria that you're not invited to. Okay, it is day 9. It is the final day of the second year. We've got £8,000 now, and we are going to get paid a little bit more money. So almost 12 grand we've got. That is wonderful. I like that. Now, we do want to keep some of this because when it comes around to year 3, we want to get some of these classrooms in. Now, it's going to look a little bit weird. I don't know if we can get the 4 classrooms in. But yeah, they'll be on their own little block on their own for a while until they then get merged with our sort of super mega library structure over here. But yeah, we do want to keep some money behind because yes, we get paid obviously for the performance of the students in the school and what have you. But yeah, we do want to keep a little bit behind because we know how expensive it is to build all this stuff in academia. So let's get this done first though. So now we've got that in. So zones, and we can go to nutrition, we can go to staff cafeteria, zone that whole thing out as a staff cafeteria, then go into objects. And yeah, so a food counter can go against the wall, and then a plate counter can go just next to it, which is nice. Then we want to get ourselves, we won't put a water fountain in because that seems a bit excessive at the minute. And then we'll have ourselves a table there. I've put that door in a silly place, haven't I? Let's move the doors. We can have a table up there. Do you reckon we can have a table there? Hang on. Maybe that table's a terrible idea. Get rid of that table there. We'll put a table there, and for now, a table there. Because there's not that many teachers at the moment in the school. So we can expand this when we need to, but we need to save some money. So let's not go stupid and just fill this up with nonsense. So that will do for now. I would like a bin, a little trash bin thing in there. That would be nice. And a clock. Put a clock on the wall for the teachers. Get back to school. We've unlocked the lounging around grant. Okay, I can't remember what that does right now. So yeah, let's find ourselves. Yeah, trash can. There we go. It sort of makes sense to have one of those next to this as well, just in case they've bought, packed lunches or whatever, and they can put their sort of litter in there. Okay, what's lounging around? Which one was that one? Place a bulletin board. Oh, this is easy stuff, and it gets us 5 prestige. And all the prestige we can get is very good for our school going into the next year. So, yeah, 2 bulletin boards. Yes, we'll have that, please. So we've kind of half done this as it is. Yeah, okay. Where would they be? They're all in alphabetical order. I've learned that from last time. A bulletin board. Well, one would go here. I imagine that's quite an obvious place to put it. So right in the doorway bit. And then one probably would go in the common area. Maybe in there like that. So get that done. That gets us a bit of money, not loads, because I think it costs us 100 anyway. So there we go. So we've got that done. That's very good. Maintenance workers. Research worker routing, 2 worker routes. Yeah, we don't want to do that quite yet. We do have 16 grand. 16 grand. Good grief. Okay. Maybe we start zoning this bit out over here to get these walls and stuff in. Because I don't think we need to build anything else down here. This bit's all sort of sorted and okay. So let's get these walls in over here, and that'll probably take us through to the end of the school year. So right, brick. Oh no, not brick walls. No, stone walls. Do we want to zone out that toilet bit? We probably do. So this is going to be really expensive because zoning out walls in academia is monstrously costly. Also, there appears to be vegetation blocking our route over there. Right, we need to go and get rid of that. So put all those walls in. This is all fine. All the expense is fine. Oh my goodness me, it's so expensive. I've no money left for anything else. Right, hang on. Where are our building goes? Can we get rid of these trees, please? We've got a lot of trees that we could do with just... Oh, that was a bush. How can we click on that tree? That's a tree. Dismantle the tree. That's a bush. I want to click on that tree. That's a bush. It's quite difficult to click on the trees. That's a tree. So that's a tree there. Sell that coconut tree. Okay, lovely. I like the fact there's a coconut tree. I mean, where are we in the world? Where are we in the world that's growing coconut trees? I've no idea, but they're all wearing English school uniforms. I don't think we have many coconut trees here in the UK. There we go. Right, let's wait for them to just take this stuff apart. No, the Genius builders have done it again. They have walled themselves in. Hang on, where are we going to put the doors in our classrooms? Right there, this kind of way round. So, yeah, how are we going to do this? Do the doors go better at the back? So put the doors at the back of the classrooms and everyone can sort of filter in. Okay, so doors at the back just in case. So there you go. You can get out now, builders. And then in the loos, we'll put the door... do we have a double door in our other toilets? I think we did, didn't we? An extravagant double door arrangement. Yeah, we'll have double doors there as well. So we'll just have a fancy double door thing. And they're in the middle. That'll do. Just there should do the job. Is that about right? That's quite handy. So you can have... If it's 2 up, actually, that could be quite useful. So, okay, slightly lower down. There we go. There, remove the other one and put the other one in. That was quite clever. Yeah, there. That'll do. Right, builders, get on with building, please, and try not to lock yourselves into any places. Okay, now we can get that down into there. But then you do need to remove those trees because I can't do the rest of the thing. Oh, now I've not got enough money to finish the rest of that. Okay, right, take down some trees. Take down some trees. There we go. At least fill that bit in. And then we need 2,000 foot. It's just really expensive. Just doors and walls and everything else is very costly in the world of academia. Okay, 740, but that structure is mostly in. What we could do, and a few people have suggested this, is in these classrooms, just get our builders to just remove all of the sort of vegetation because that's fine. We'll just get rid of all that stuff. And that gives us some money back, which is quite nice. And also, do you know what? We'll get rid of all that there as well. Get rid of that stuff there because that gives them something to do. And that's going to be it, I think, until the end of this year. We can't really do much else. We can watch the builders go out and do a little bit of work. But other than that, we can't get that last wall in, which is unfortunate. But yeah, never mind. What we can do is we can clear the blueprint. So erase the blueprinting from just there. And Eve Giselle's task is out of reach. Oh, you... Yeah, there's no door in and out of here right now, is there? Hang on. Wait there. Right, let's put a door in, for goodness sake. Oh, dear. Right, door. And on the other end of this, a door. Come on, mate. I know our funds are running low, but our builders are currently trapped. They're currently trapped like idiots. There we go. Right, so lots of building. A student set straight by counselling. Very good. And then, yeah, all these bushes are going to get dismantled. Is that going to give us enough money to just get that in? I love the fact there is a door. There's just some double doors. What they're hinged on, I don't know. I've got no idea how that works. In fact, you know what? I think the builders are just going to clear off home. Oh, hang on. They've not put doors on these ones. I thought I'd given them instructions to put doors there and there, because that's why they're complaining they can't get to those bushes. But that's it. End of the day and end of the year. So how have our students done? Now, I haven't been keeping tabs on how well the students have been doing this time round. I'm hoping they've been doing okay. So we shall see. Final exams are currently ongoing. Let's see if we have done well. So where were we before? 800 and something. Come on. Do a bit better. What? What were we? We've moved up to the Algae League. Oh, good. Go us. Keep up the good work and try to keep going higher. Hang on, where were we? Oh, I thought it said 100 and something. 721. That's better. You've maintained your rank. See if you can do better next year. Maintained our rank. We've not got worse. We got better, didn't we? Weren't we higher than 721 before? Oh, hang on. Have we not gone up or down? That's a little bit depressing, isn't it? Oh, and this is all new. This is all exciting new stuff. Okay, passing rate B. Okay, that's good. Cleanliness C. We always struggle with that. Delinquency A. Yes, we've got very well-behaved students and a graduate pedigree of B. So we get $5,000 in cash from our report card stuff, 105 prestige. So the pass rate, yeah, this is all changed. This is all different. So this is from the sort of the Alpha 4 update. We can see who our enemies are. Cupboard College. Oh, look, they're not that far ahead of us now. The Intelligence Institute. Oh, they're like polar opposites. This place is about intelligence and being clever, and Cupboard College is just about drinking tea and petting the dog. Okay, so we're not that far behind our rivals now with their terrifying skull crest. Yeah, okay, so interested students, 107 interested students. We've got many achievements. So yeah, so we only had 3 freshman failures, 1 sophomore, 2 juniors and 3 seniors. Nobody dropped out though. Nobody dropped out throughout that entire year. So 87 passes, 9 failures, which isn't brilliant, but yeah, we can work on that. 91% though, when you look at that, 91% pass rate, that's pretty good. So let's have a look at the results. So yeah, this is good though. Nobody got expelled, nobody dropped out, that's all okay. So we look at fails. So how close were you? Kitty Kopouros, you were what? Hang on, what? You failed? I'm very confused. Oh, no, they're the general results. Oh, right, this is your result. I was looking down here thinking, hang on. She's done very, very well. Why has she failed? We're being very harsh. Yeah, okay. So she passed 3. Oh, you were 2 marks off in language. Art, you really weren't very good. Do you know what, though? Do you know what, Kitty? I was terrible at art, too, at school. I was utterly useless. Oh, it was woeful. It was my worst thing. The worst thing I did at school was art. I was absolutely terrible. I was worse at art than I was at math, as I put on this. That's how bad I was. Given that I know how we have maths with Penge, that's how bad I was at art. That tells you everything, I think. So yeah, there we go. So she nearly passed. A couple of points on language, and you would have been all right. You got everything on your language and your maths, but my goodness me, you struggled with other things. 100 on your language and you still failed. There's no leeway on this. Language 100. Yeah, you were pretty good. 100 on history, 100 on PE. My goodness me, you're witty and you can't swim. Okay, right. That's pretty good though. I'm very happy with that. Okay, there we go. So we should get $5,000 up front, which is nice. So that will help us finish off that little bit of building in the corner. So yeah, we'll go to the next school year. So yay for us, year 3 begins. Yep, we're in the build phase. I know how this kind of stuff works. Right, so let's get the builder folks to come back in. and they can finish doing this little bit of work here. Also, we will get ourselves the bit of stone wall back in, because now we've got the money to do that. Right, so let's get them to finish that stuff off first. Okay, so they've done all that. They seem to have forgotten to remove these bits of sort of greenery down here. I don't quite know why. I don't know why they've forgotten that. Now, the only thing I can see now, the only problem that I can foresee is that we don't have enough money right now. We don't have enough money up front to get all this sorted. We don't have enough money to put in all the tables and all the chairs and hire all the teachers and all that kind of stuff. So do we get ourselves a bank loan, or do we just hold off for a full year? Do we just go with the same amount of students we've got now and then use the money that's coming in to get all this sorted? And then year 4, we then start introducing some more students into the new classrooms, maybe into the new library areas. Maybe we'll have some other technology stuff researched by then. I kind of think that's the best thing to do, rather than kind of have terrible classrooms again without any flooring, with mud everywhere and all that kind of stuff. We should just go through a year. Go through year 3 with what we had before, because it seemed to work okay. You know, we had a bit of money coming in and it was okay. So admissions, right, let's have a little look at this. So we want to get ourselves 24 people. So there you go, 24 freshman students, 960, and we get 3,240 a day. Sophomores, we've got 22 currently, so we can have another 2 more. So they've come through. And then juniors, 25. Right, okay, this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? This is a bit of an issue because, yes, they're sort of, being held back and all that kind of stuff, and all the year numbers are not entirely working out properly. Right, what we could do with this, we could just fix the doors on here. I think that's what we'll do. Right, so doors. What we do is we put the doors in the middle. So go for a door, then go for one there and one there. So do that, and then demolish that one, that one, that one, and that one that exist. So builders, you have a job to do. Like you've ignored this one. It'd be good if you could actually get on with something today. There we go. Right, so that's done. Then build walls and get brick walls. So put a brick wall there and there and there and there. So that sorts that out. It's now got a little bit of space in the classrooms to then have some extra seats. Okay, so then we'll get in the objects and go to a classroom and go to student chairs. Now, just because we have got extra chairs doesn't mean we're going to start putting 26 students in or whatever, because then the quality of the teaching is going to come down, isn't it? But there we go. So extra seats in there. Oh, we need floors. We need floor. Hang on, floors. What? Hang on. What floor is it in there? I don't know what floor it is. What floor do we have in these rooms? I don't know, and I can't seem to find out. Can we find out what floor that is? I've had to remove the zone from there just to see what it is. But yes, it is just blue carpet floor, which is, I could have possibly guessed, but you're never quite sure because the zone overlays actually change the colour a little bit. Okay, now I want to go back and put in, what was it? Freshmen, sophomores, juniors. Right, so senior classroom needs to go back in. Okay, so pop that in. That's classroom number 4. Everything is back to normal. Oh, I've somehow obliterated the chairs from in there. Hang on, everything's not back to normal. Student chairs, please. And there. Okay, so get that all sorted. They can put then in all of the extra chairs into the seniors as well, please. Carpets going in. Beautiful. Right, okay. Then go to admissions. So they're incoming. So 21 people. We're only going to have 24 in a class if we can help it. We want a little bit of extra capacity. So 24 there. And then because we have to, 25 juniors, 25 seniors. So 98 students in total. Leaves us 6 seats spare, which is absolutely fine. So yeah, 13,826 a day, and we get almost 10 grand as well from the tuition sort of thing. So that'll do. That'll do for now. I don't think we want to start trying to get this done just yet, because I don't think we'll have the funds and all that kind of stuff. So right, let's start the school year. Let's just get this underway. Let's just check that again. So seats 26, total people coming in is not exceeding 26. Okay. Yep, that looks good. We've got all these interested people. We've got interested juniors and seniors coming in. So next year, when we've got those in, hopefully we can fill them up a bit. But okay, right now, start the school year. Let us start year 3. Oh, and look, we get different pictures. We get a different loading screen for that. Oh, and it's a bit quicker as well. There are students who are not assigned to classrooms. Don't scare me with this game. Don't scare me. Okay, right, hang on. Transfer them into the classroom 3, yeah, and transfer you into classroom 4. Oh, yes, of course, because I deleted the classroom, didn't I? So they're all going to need to pour in. Okay, there we go. Classroom 1 is marked as detention. Okay, right, there we go. So it's looking good. It's looking good. We are on year 3, day 1. We've got paid the money from all our new students. So we've got 15 grand. It's looking pretty good. And I think we'll leave it there for now. And we'll come back next time and just see what else goes on. We'll try and work through a few more of these, I think. Get the AV room thing in. Maybe we will get a vice principal in, possibly. I don't know. We could get the swimming pool in. We could do this thing as well with some sort of worker routes and stuff to maintain all our stuff. So yeah, we'll come back and we'll also try and sort of get a little bit of this worked on as well. Our sort of master plan down here. We'll try and get at least some of these rooms in and kind of, looking a little bit less terrible. So then, yeah, when the next year does roll round, we can actually start getting more students in there and get more money and all that kind of lovely stuff. But yeah, we'll sort all that out next time out. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Academia School Simulator. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. They've ripped my arms off, ripped my legs off. I mean, unfortunately they didn't rip anything else off. Yes, I'm off my face on mushrooms. Why, Lady Charlotte, I would certainly love to taste your cake. The King of the West is an idiot. I am off my face on mushrooms. I mean, asking me questions isn't going to be my strong point at the minute.